Afternoon all, hope you're doing well. What a lovely Saturday afternoon. That's just for you, Warren. Well, I did come down at daybreak and the forecast was wrong. That said that was blowing 6 to 7 mile an hour northeasterly. Well, that's more like 15, 20, and that looked a bit iffy and a bit of lift on the beach. And launching as it's just about to get light, I thought, nah. So I come down now in the afternoon to get the high water. That's about an hour and a half in high water at the minute. And it doesn't look too bad. A tiny little bit of northerly lift in the water. And that's blowing northeasterly, but we shouldn't have any problems today. Obviously, anything the boat might blow ashore a bit when you're launching, but that's why we've got arms and legs to roll it offshore again. Hopefully we'll get a few herring today, because I tried on the ebb last week and that was a waste of time. Hope there'll be a few fish on the flood. I was going to go earlier and get the strength of the tide. When I looked over, the water was sheer as hell. There's only a little strip of dirty brown water in the beach, and that ain't no good. Herring don't like good sheer water, but now the last couple of hours of the tide, that's fully dirtied up again. So hopefully we get a few fish. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Happy days if we do. I'm running out of time to get some lobster and crab bait this summer. Well, if you look at the windmills, the wind's gone round again since I've been getting the boat ready. It's now gone round straight northerly. I don't know what it's doing to it. Forecasters all over the show. Hope that'll be alright. The wind's with the tides, that'll be fine. Straight northerly. Probably chop up a bit when the tide turn. That shouldn't happen until about 6:45, so we've got plenty of time. Just got to go up on the beach, a few hundred yards and then launch. The job will be a good one. Well, I just start shooting the nets. I've had a bit of change of heart because we didn't get much fish last time. I now stuck in 3 of them 2Z nets on the end. So if there's anything about, they'll get them. I like edge my bets a bit. I didn't want to put 2 fleets in and get a shitload, but I want to edge my bets, so I got 3 of them 2Zs and then 6 of them 3Zs on the end. So hopefully we'll get a few fish this time. You always, when you use nets like 3Zs, what doesn't fish as well, you always think, oh, you're losing out. So is it best to put a couple of 2Zs in to make sure? Because sometimes you don't hardly get nothing in them 3Zs, where you get a good pick of fish in the 2Zs. There come the 3s, you can see them a lot coarser mesh, shouldn't they? They're shooting over. It's a bit of a breeze here today. It ain't too bad though. Hopefully it'll stay like this. If it'll stay like this, it won't be too bad. We can live with that. I better get ready to put the last darn over. Well, we've just finished shooting, and as we got to the end of the gear, there's a bit of fish started coming through. That's nice to see. Hopefully it'll lift a bit and we'll get a few of them. We didn't see hardly nothing on the plotter last time. As there's a northerly wind, we're going to have to go inside, hang on the inside of the gear. If not, that'll blow the gear around too quickly, we'll be buggered. So I'm now going to, you can see there, just off the gear, that's all floating lovely. So we're just going to the inside, we'll hang on there. If we hang on the outside down, obviously with the tide going that way, the outside go around first, and we'll drag it round, especially with the wind on us too. So the gear will go around too quickly and it wouldn't fish properly. But I'll try and keep us across the tide as long as possible, really. Well, we're now hanging on the inside end. Just got a rope going off the bow. As you can see, the nets are a bit chittled up at the minute, but as we start drifting a little bit more, they'll straighten out. Now, as we were coming from the outside to the inside, there was a seal eating herring, so there's a few herring there, but hopefully get a few more fish in the other night, because each seal will eat about 3 stun in a sitting, or in a day basically, and they damage your gear like hell. So hopefully we've got plenty of fish. Let's see, when you get plenty of fish, plenty of herring, them seals don't make much difference because you all get a feed. But if you're getting like last trip when you got about 7-8 stun, if a seal take 3, that's quite a lot of a loss in it. Well, I'll just have a quick cuppa and sit here and see how it goes. Well, that's looking a lot better, isn't it? Typical heron lines. Exact textbook. We should be getting a few fish tonight, boys and girls. Let's hope they lift a little bit longer, because most of them fish are under 20 foot. Well, that's too deep for my gear. They're 15-foot links with a 5-foot strop on the top, and them 2Z ones when you got a 2-foot strop. But they look plenty of fish there, don't they? I'll have a quick look on the end in a minute, see if there is a few. So I talked up last time saying, oh look, the pellets have gone down, and we didn't bloody have nothing. That was just the gear run along the bottom in the tide. The gear's only been in about 10 minutes, but I'll have a quick bit of a look on. There's 2 or 3 seals on the gear. It's obviously, and they're feeding. There's obviously a bit of fish there. So we'll just have a look, see if we got anything. Hopefully there'll be a few fish there. A couple of pellets went down not far away from the boat, so that could be us holding on it, because the wind will pull the gear down. Oh, look, there's a couple of fish there already. Nice to see. There's a few fish here, isn't there? That's nice to see. So there's a few fish. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But that's in the gill. That's an unusual thing, that is a kidder in the gill. We'll just clean these out and we'll have a little bit a look further. Well, we cleaned about 10 foot from the gill, 10, 15 foot, and we had 19 herring. Alright, they're only old spents, there's nothing to them, but that's a nice sight to see. Far better than last time anyway. Only had about 7 or 8 stone out of the gear. The only problem is with the northerly wind, I don't know if you can see the down, just over there, the northerly wind has blown everything into a horseshoe. It's obviously blowing the boat around and blowing the down around, so the gear ain't spread and fishing's a nice, it's gone round the giant horseshoe. There ain't a lot we can do about that really. Just got to live with it and suck it up, that's life. And I got 2 of our furry little friends on us now, so that's 6 done gone. And that's another thing, that's life. Can't do nothing about it, just got to live with it. Well, we're now going to start hauling. Look at them last couple of floats in. Doing anything because we're holding them up by the gear, because now you make the haul. But you see the other floats just over there, they're all standing up, and the rest of the gear's sunk. Apart from 3 or 4 pellets on the end, that's all sinking all over the show, so we better get these hauled. I'm sure there'll be plenty of fish in them. We just run to the outside end and looked in the 3Z nets. There's even plenty of fish in them. So I'm sure there'll be a fair few in this inside 3 nets. We better start hauling. Well, there's plenty of fish coming in this gear. 3Z stuff. There's plenty. No shortage. We're now coming up to the end of these 3 nets. Hard to film and do haul at the same time. Not really thick, but there's plenty of fish in them. We'll now get into give about another half a net of these 2Z gear. There's no shortage of fish here, that's for certain. See that on the ground. There's only 3 of these 2Z nets, and there's plenty of fish everywhere really. We're now coming to that's 3 nets, that is. I reckon there's like 15 stun there, 20 stun. And even the 3Zs have got big fish in them. You can tell they've got the twine. They've got thick twine, they don't fish as well as the other ones. But there's still plenty of fish in them. No shortages there. These nets fish well when there's a lot of fish about. So I better get on and haul these in. Well, there's plenty of fish all the way through them. I reckon we've got like 60, maybe 70 stun here. That's enough, that's all I wanted just for bait. I didn't want 2 more. Well, we didn't leave the gear that long. The gear was in the water about half an hour maximum. But that's plenty enough for me. We'll now have to go ashore and clean these out. Luckily these 3Z nets, you can shake them out. but there's no shortage of fish here. There's still tons on the screen, but when all the gears sink, that's it. To be honest, these nets haven't really got enough flotation on them. They could really do a little bit more. When you got them 5 90-gram pellets, ain't quite enough. You really want bigger ones for herring nets, but that's what we had at the time and they were cheap. But I'm happy with that. That's enough for me. But it hadn't been a bad day. I stayed northerly. Lovely bit of sun. Can't ask any more than that, can you? There's Yarmouth with the wheel up and everything. So we'll now start heading them. Oh, that's nice to be humming up on the trail and in the car park. Time it get dark. Alright, we do faff about on the beach in the dark, but don't really want to unless you have to. A little help for all the anglers. This is the point at Yarmouth North Beach. We're only about 100 or so yards off. And look at the depth, 38 foot. That's the deepest bit of ground round here, close to the shore. 38 foot of water, 100 yards off. Nowhere else is that deep. The problem is that he's struggled to hold the tide. I used to fish it years ago and use one of them, use a normal lead, one of them breakaway plastic leads above it. But that's a deep bit of water here, 37 foot, not even 100 yards off the beach now, and that's still 35. Deep old bit of water. Well, I hit the beach. There's a bit of weight in it that dug in, so we can pull it out square. We don't have to pull the boat around. That's come ashore lovely. Can't ask for any better. When the boat goes side onto the beach, and you got to pull the boat around, it doesn't do the keel band or keel shoe any good. So that can come on like this. Can't ask for any more. Lovely boat. As we do every time, wash your balls. No one likes to be in a boat with sandy balls. Especially when you got fish in the boat. You don't be chucking sand all over your fish, do you? Just common sense, really. Well, that was a thoroughly enjoyable trip. Even if we had a couple of seals on us, getting a belly full, we've still got a nice lot of fish to salt down for pot bait. That'll do me, more than likely. I think I got around about the 60 stone mark, waiting so bad at 8 nets in 20 minutes, half hour. It's hard to judge them little spents, we'll see. When I get back and get them all cleaned and get them in the tubs, we'll know exactly what there is. Maybe I have to come out again and get a few more, but at least that's the majority of my bait. I don't work a lot of pots, only a few. We haven't really got the right ground here unless you go a few mile out in the deep water, and my little boat is really suitable for that deep water, 150 foot haul, and that's too much for me, really. But just got to make out what you can do. As long as you get a few lobsters for tea and a few crabs, that's alright. I'm happy. Can't beat a lovely lobster for tea. Little update, the lifeboat shed cafe and restaurant is looking lovely. All been rendered now. It's looking lovely. Sitting up there on the balcony in the summer. Don't know if they'll do alcohol, but a glass of wine up there, or nice cold beer, something to eat. Can't be bad. It's come on lovely, but I'm sure in the summer in the evening it'll be lovely sitting up there, having a few beers. Well, probably too many beers, but that's the summer, and if people are on holiday, why not? Good luck to them, that's what I say. And if it generate a few quid, and that's even better. Yeah, it's looking lovely now. Got the old case of volunteer lifeboat servers up. They do look cracking, doesn't it? Nice job they've done of that. Do look nice. I'm just admiring the stainless box section. I don't know if it's because I'm an engineer, how I like stainless stuff and building stuff out of stainless, like my stainless trailer. But you can make a couple of nice trailers out of that stainless up there, couldn't you? Look lovely. Shouldn't say things like that. We just think it. Well, Just got the car parked the boat up, got everything done and dusted. Gone and got another barrel and some more salt to put some herring in. Now it's time to start cleaning. That's just going to make 7 o'clock, so I think my Saturday night is going to be cleaning herring. No disco life for me. Then again, I only regret it with a hangover in the morning. But we all like letting hair down and having a few sherbets now and then, don't we? Can't beat a few beers on a Saturday night and a good yarning session, can you? Brilliant. Well, I popped round my parents to get my old bait drums. I left them around there because I did go pot with my dad, but he didn't want to go this year. My mother asked what I've been up to. I said me and my mate are cleaning some herring down the car park. So she just popped a couple of miles up the road and brought us Kentucky down. Now that's a queen amongst women, isn't it? Better than cold sandwiches. Got a nice hot Kentucky you can now eat. Good old girl. See, mothers are good. Got to look after them if you can. Well, that's all fun and games here on a Saturday night. We cleaned the 6 3Z nets. And now we're on the 2Z nets. There's probably twice as much fish in the 2Z nets, but nice and dark. Not so much fun and games having a few pints on a Saturday night, but it's got to be done. Lobster and crab bait don't catch us, but we're getting there. Only about 2 more nets to go, then we'll be all done and dusted. I think I'll sleep well tonight. Fresh air all day and all that.